Welcome back to the world of Wraith. As always, I got the Monday market watch with you guys. But before we jump into it, just want to say a few things. Now, if you guys like my longer content, I know a lot of you guys like listening to me on your commute to work, on your way back, on your break. Definitely check out my boy Josh and Noah. They streamed Compendium of Wraith, so all the cards that have been revealed. And it's a pretty good listen. I've been listening to it on my downtime whenever I have the chance. Great, funny, informative. I'll leave it in the link down below, so be sure to check it out. Now, before we jump into anything, this is not financial advice. Now, also be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,500, which is our next goal. And let me know in the comments down below, now that we've seen a lot of cards from Compendium, are you excited for Compendium? Do you think it's really gonna help Flesh and Blood? Or do you think we've seen a lot of lackluster cards? Are you not really liking what Compendium is showing? Personally, I'm really excited, and I think as of the time of recording, we still have about 40 cards we're missing. I'm pretty sure they're all Majestics, so I'm super excited. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it. Flame Call Awakening. Now, we've seen Phoenix Flame get support in Compendium through the Phoenix banners, which were pretty interesting cards. If you haven't read Phoenix banners, they basically search Phoenix Flame and make a token. One is Ponder, one is Vigor, one is Might, and I think one's Agility. They're really interesting. I think they might be good in Dromai, but to me it just kind of tells me that Phoenix Flame might be here for future Draconic hero signs, maybe future Phi, maybe future Dromai. So to me, Flame Call Awakening could be a good pickup if you like the Draconic heroes. I mean, searching a Phoenix Flame is pretty good depending on what you use your Phoenix Flame for. And the EAs are pretty cheap. We're looking at pretty much $350 before shipping. So not bad if you want to pick up the EA Flame Call Awakenings. Phoenix Flame Marvel, about 25, slowly going to 30, then 40. I mean, this is one of my favorite cards. This is one of the cards that got me into Flesh and Blood, so I love Phoenix Flame, but I don't have the Marvel. Probably not going to pick it up for this price, but if you want to pick it up, not too bad for 25. If I can trade someone for it, I think I would. Phoenix Form. We're getting so much Phoenix Flame support, as well as we have a new card that actually lets you change its name. So if you change that card's name into Phoenix Flame, and you have two Phoenix Flames on the chain links, you can actually gift this all three modes, which is pretty cool. Could be good in future Phi, could be good in current Phi. Make your own choices. This is never financial advice. Phoenix Form, pretty low on the market, only 13. Pretty much a $5 card, slowly going to 6. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I always wanted this card to be playable, but it hasn't seen the light of day yet. But I think its time is coming soon. Hunts to the End of Wraith. Guys, you guys know I've been saying ARAKNI is the best deck in the format. Marionette, to be specific. There are some Huntsman players, and there are some people playing Slippy. So if you're playing any Draconic hero, especially Syndra and Fang as they like to mark, this is pretty powerful. Gem Pack 1 completely out of print. We have 2 non-foils for basically $3, and then we're jumping to $8 for the foils. So if you don't have this, it's looking tough. It's looking like we're gonna try out soon. I mean, 18 is a good amount, and some folks have playsets here, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how it jumps from 3 to 8. Next up, Channel the Bleak Expanse. Compendium is showing us a couple more ice cards. I love all the channel cards. I think they're such a cool mechanic, and Channel the Bleak Expanse isn't really the best. Heroes can't reveal cards, search decks, or draw cards from effects. But even though it's not the best, I think it could see play. I mean, it's a blue ice card, and I think as the game progresses, even though we got the book banning, There are certain things like Savor Bloodshed that let you draw. As we're getting more and more Flesh and Blood heroes, some of them do have the ability to search their deck, like Dash IO. I think a new Verdance card came out that lets you search for Ring of Roses. So for a Majestic that channels, it's pretty cheap. We're looking at under $1. Poor People Paper Place has 20, so you can get your playset here. I think it's just better to have your Majestic cards for the heroes, talents, classes you like before they become relevant and just spike. Channel Lake Frigid, one of the best channel cards. Pretty much a $6 card, very slowly going towards $7. I mean, I think all ice heroes just want to play this. I think for $6 it's not a bad pickup. If you don't have yours, it might be a good time to get it. We're getting more ice support in Compendium, so not a bad time to pick it up. And it's such a powerful card, and it's not overly oppressive. At most, usually you can keep this up for like 2 turns. 3 is kind of pushing it. I don't know if I've ever seen a Channel Lake Frigid stay around for 3 turns. Usually 1. The second turn's a little hard to get. But for such a powerful Majestic for so low, I think it's definitely worth having if you like the ice talent. Hypothermia, another great ice card. Losing Go Again and not gaining it is pretty powerful. And the only thing to know is that it doesn't affect cards that inherently have Go Again, kind of like head jabs. You know, this really affects things that gain Go Again through embodiment of lightning or meeting some sort of conditions. So no, Hypothermia is not too good against like ninjas, but it completely shuts down Boost, as Boost gives cards Go Again and a bunch of other things. So another great ice card, definitely worth having. A Majestic, pretty much under $1, slowly going to $2. So definitely have your Hypothermias if you don't and you like the ice class. Encase, this is a really niche elemental wizard card. It's not ice, but it kind of is. Ice Fusion, deal 3 arcane damage to any target. If Encase was fused and deals damage to a hero, freeze that hero and all equipment they control at the start until the start of the next turn. Now, freezing equipment, freezing arsenal, freezing allies seems to be heavily supported in Compendium, as we're getting payoff cards that can like destroy frozen things. So I've been looking at all the cards that freeze, because before they were kind of irrelevant, but now that we're getting some payoff cards, maybe they'll rise up and become better. Now for a Majestic, 25 cents, 30 cents, 50 cents. This is pretty cheap. I think when Icelander 2.0 comes out, there's a good chance that she'll be playing this. So just make sure you have your copies if you're excited for the next Icelander. Let's look at the rainbow foils really quick. 69 cents, $1, super cheap. Make your own choice, rainbow foil, non-foil, just make sure you have yours. ARAKNI Marionette Extended Art Rainbow Foil Promo, 70, 80, 80, pretty crazy. Now there's not, okay, there actually is some sales, so yeah, this is a pretty good, I think this was a ProQuest promo for a couple seasons ago. The Marvel Marionette still going absolutely crazy, pretty much 200 bucks. I mean, Marionette is the best hero of the current format. Let's see how things shake up after Compendium, but the Marvel looks completely stunning. The Young Marvel Web of Deceit, a good chunk of change, only 2 available, pretty much a $90 card. I mean, I'm not sure how good he's gonna be in Sage. He is just a super fun hero. I'm excited to build him in Sage, especially with a lot of the new cards we've been getting, but I definitely won't be picking up the Marvel for 90. Huntsman, this Marvel's always sold out. I mean, I think I saw one not too long ago. Yeah, 121, one sold for 180, 11 325, 225. I think it's so crazy because he's not even too good of a hero, but I don't know, the Marvel is just, people want it. So if you have a Marvel you want to sell, definitely post it up on TCG Player, set the new market price. I think as this has been consistently selling, consistently no stock, I think you could probably get away with like 230, maybe even 250. Who knows? But if you have the Marvel Huntsman, probably good time to sell it. Reaper's Call extended art from the Blitz deck. This is seen play in some of the Marionette builds. This is not foil, but it is extended art. If you want to pay to see this man's feet, this like dead body, this person's arm, if you want to pay, this basically as a rainbow foil is probably worth 50 cents, but the EAs we're looking at close to 5, so make your own choices. I'm personally not gonna get this. It does look cool, but I'll stick with my rainbow foils. Paint in the backside's going to the moon. We've seen Saber Bloodshed completely going crazy, painting the backside up to essentially $37 for the non-foils. You have a rainbow foil likely played for $39. 21 on the market. Rainbow foil pretty much 40. So cards going completely bonkers. I mean, this is an amazing assassin and ninja card. I think it especially shines in assassin, but it's good enough in ninjas. Shriek Razors. This is such a weird legendary piece of equipment. I mean, we are getting more contract cards. Maybe this will become good. I think it's having a really hard time competing against Flick Knives. Pay 2 resources to destroy this. Target attack action card. Defending an assassin card gets -1. Not too good, but for a legendary piece of equipment, it is super cheap. Essentially $5 for the rainbow foil copy. The cold foils I think are closer to 20. Yeah, 20. I think this is like one of the few equipments I don't have for assassins and cold foils, so I do want to get it, but I don't want to pay 20 bucks for it because it's just not that good, especially competing against the Flick Knife slot. Maybe I'll trade for it. If you think it could be playable, probably just get the rainbow foil. It's pretty cheap. Cold foil, not bad for 20, but I just don't think it's worth 20 as it doesn't see too much play. Evo Recall. Now we're getting a ton of TEKLO Vossen support in Compendium, and honestly the cards are looking pretty good. Now Bright Lights had a bunch of them, but Part the Mistveil gave us a suite of instant equipments. Now they blocked 0, but they are instant, so you're just able to equip them from your hand, turn 0. They also have Arcane Barrier, so that can be pretty good. Evo Recall, we're looking at pretty much $7. Cold foils for about 18. 11 on the market, so getting pretty low. Evo Speed Slip, a lot cheaper, essentially $4 more or less. Here's a lightly played cold foil, essentially 5. So all coming from Part the Mistveil, and no one's really opening the set anymore, so singles is pretty much the way to go for this. Cold foils, we pretty much going to 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't know if TEKLO Vossen will run these, but just wanted to bring it to your attention if you're a TEKLO fan. Chess piece, $3 to $4. Here's a cold foil for close to 6, so not too bad. More cold foils, 7, 8. Last, the arm piece, pretty much the same price. Non-foils, 4 to 5. Cold foils, 7. Now, all the Evo Steel equipment has been selling. Only 4 of the legs available. This is pretty much looking like 17, 18, 24, and then 40. Don't know how good TEKLO Vossen will be, but it looks like a lot of people are interested and a lot of people buying it. The Marvel, we're looking at pretty much 45, slowly going to 50, 60, so not too bad for a Marvel. I mean, these don't look as beautiful as the other Marvels. Some Marvels can get crazy expensive. 50 bucks, Don't know if it's worth it, but I do know some Teklo players love to swag out their Teklo decks. Steel Soul processor, essentially 10 bucks, going to 15, only 7 on the market. Marvels, 32, slowly going to 37, 38, and then 50. Evil Steel Soul Memory has no picture, but I'm pretty sure this is just a headpiece. 4 on the market. It's crazy. People are really buying the Teklo cards. 12, 15, and 20. The Marvel, on the other hand, pretty much $40 and slowly going to 45, 47. The arm piece, 20 and goes to 30. Yeah, such low listings. The Marvels, on the other hand, 44, slowly going towards 50. Singularity. This is not even the Marvel. This is just the non-foil Singularity. Pretty much 25 going towards 27 and 30. If you're interested in Teklo, I mean, if you don't have the cards, they've all pretty much jumped. So I don't know if it's really a good time to pick them up. But I don't know how good Teklo will be. So they could go back down if Teklo doesn't prove to be that good. Singularity though, I think this has been around this price for quite a while. Let's check. Yeah, it looks like it was 20 in August, so 25 is not too bad of a price. At its highest point, it was also 25. Don't know if it's worth picking up. Make your own choices. Iron Fist Revelation, I think I've talked about this a little too much, but for a legendary that's so cheap, it's just good. If you don't have it, make sure you have it for your Guardian players. Cold foils, 31, 32, 33. Yeah, this is pretty good. Aurum Ages for Victor. They did change the rules recently, and if I understand them correctly, when an ally attacks you now, you can clash with them. So I think it's gonna give Victor a little buff. Aurum Ages for a legendary, $8, slowly going towards 9. Pretty good. Cold foils are about 18, slowly going to 19, 20. Not bad for legendary. I would just pick up the rainbow foil if you're interested in Victor. If you love Victor, if you love Guardians and you want the cold foil, 18's not bad at all. Visit the Gold Main Estate, same thing, more Victor buffs. This could be worth picking up if you don't have yours yet. I mean, these are pretty cheap, close to $3. We have some rainbow foils here, $4 with shipping included. Not too bad. This card's actually very powerful, so for Majestics it's so cheap. I would definitely pick it up if you don't have your copies. Tectonic Plating, one of the OG legendaries from Welcome to Wraith. Essentially 20 bucks, slowly going towards 23, 25. Guys, this is not a bad pricing for an OG legendary. I think I gotta pick one up soon. I'm gonna definitely ask around, see who has these at my locals for the rainbow foil. This is a pretty good deal. Pulverize, one of the craziest, coolest cards, 10 for 14. Now this is essentially $4, slowly going to 5. Not too bad. We got the extended art, 32, slowly going towards 37, 40. This isn't too crazy of an on hit. You know, when it hits their first attack during the next turn, it gets -4. You can block out with just your entire hand and just kind of skip your turn. But we have decks like Pleiades that can give this confidence, and also just some amazing clash card. I mean, clashing for 14, I don't think there's any way you're losing that. So I don't know if it's worth buying the EA. The non-foil for about $5 is not bad if you're a Guardian player and you don't have yours. Stalagmite, Bastion of Eisenloft, 60 bucks for the cold foils. I have a weird suspicion that this might be in Gem Pack 4. I could be 100% wrong. This is just a baseless assumption. Something's telling me this is going to be in Gem Pack 4. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry y'all, but I think it could be there, kind of like Rampart. Be pretty cool if we got an alternate art. 60 bucks, it's kind of a high price to pay. I would wait for all the Gem Pack 4 cards to be revealed. We're going to be in Gem Pack 4 season real soon. So if you've been looking at this, I would hold out a little bit. Let's see what Gem Pack 4 brings us. Visit the Anvilheim. There's a new hammer that directly supports this and gives it go again. I don't know how good this is. Removing counters from your offhand. I don't know, guys. Pretty much 9 to 10 bucks. We have a rainbow foil here for 12. Very low on the market. Only 16 available. Make your own choices, guys. I really don't know if this is worth even running in your deck, much less buying for 10 bucks. So if you're interested, the only way I can really see this is like towards a fatigue guardian list, but I think Pleiades is such a good fatigue guardian already, and she doesn't really care for removing -1 counters from her equipment. Not equipment, pretty much just the shield. Seasoned Savior. Kind of going with that idea of removing counters. I know I said it's not good. Just wanted to bring it to your guys' attention as it directly supports this shield. So when this is equipped, you put 2 -1 counters on it, blocks for 3, and it's battle worn. If you do want to do the little funky place with removing counters, this is probably your best shield. 9 on the market, pretty much an $80 card. I don't think you should buy this. This is crazy. The non-Marvel version, less than $1. If you want to go do your crazy removing -1 counters, probably better to just get the non-foil. Snag. This is pretty crazy. The Crucible of War OG. It's looking like $6 to $7, slowly going to 10. But then the Super Slam reprint. This is their reprint, guys. It's pretty much $10. Go buy the original Crucible of War. If you want to buy Snag, don't buy the reprint. Just get the OG. Now, the reprint does have the updated text, so it's something to note. Snag's reprint did change its text, because this is actually how it works. The OG printing, it's actually not how it works, funny enough, but it is cheaper. So if you want to save some money, definitely get the OG print. Arknight Skullcap. I was going over this maybe 1 or 2 market watches ago. I was saying it's getting a lot of play. It was closer to 40, 50, and now we've seen a jump to 65. So if you didn't get yours before, it's looking tough. It's looking tough. $65. I mean, can't really say buy it at this point. I think I was trying to tell you guys to get it at 45. Hopefully some of y'all did. But yeah, this has gone completely crazy. Pummel, the alternate art with the Oni getting hit in the back of the head. This is such peak Flesh and Blood artwork. I mean, for 60 bucks, it is pretty expensive. I would love to own this card, but I'm definitely not gonna pay for this promo. 13 on the market, we're looking at 60, 73, then 80. I really can't recommend buying this unless you really love the artwork. It's pretty expensive, but this artwork is so fresh, so you make your own choices, guys. Arknight Skullcap from Everfest. Before I was telling you guys just buy the rainbow foil. It's like a few dollars more. Now that the rainbow foil is about $20 more, it's not a bad time if you want to get this if you don't care about the foiling. 40, 42, slowly going towards 47. This is not in Compendium of Wraith. I'm almost 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this missed the reprint, so probably won't see a reprint of this for maybe a few years, a year or two. I don't work for LSS. My uncle does not work for LSS. Make your own choices. But that pretty much wraps it up, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. As always, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below. Are these Compendium cards good, bad, somewhere in the middle? And go ahead and check out Josh and Nova's stream for a pretty great breakdown of the Compendium cards. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.